Most men have a standard routine. They go straight for the breasts, then head south to the clitoris, and then wonder why she isn't having those movie scene reactions where her entire body shakes with pleasure. However, by rushing to the finish line, you are skipping the biological warm-up that actually makes that level of intensity possible. The truth is, you are ignoring 6 other specific zones that act as the ignition switch for female arousal. I've identified a specific pleasure map that moves beyond the obvious spots. When you skip these zones, you aren't just rushing, you're leaving the best part of the experience on the table. Today, I'm handing you the blueprint to fix that. I'm Dr. Claren Hayes, a specialist in men's health and relationship dynamics. I've interviewed hundreds of women and analyzed the physiology of arousal to reverse engineer exactly what works and what doesn't. Most guys treat foreplay like a 5-minute, but I'm going to give you a 30-minute sequence that changes everything. I'll show you the 7 zones and a specific step-by-step roadmap to combine them tonight. This isn't just a tip, it's a transformation that can triple the intensity of your partner's response instantly. Here is exactly what we are covering in this video. The biological reality, why focusing only on the obvious spots is actually turning her nervous system off. The hidden map, the 6 overlooked zones that are packed with nerve endings you didn't know existed. The game plan, a minute-by-minute routine you can use tonight to orchestrate the perfect buildup. Hit that subscribe button right now because what we're covering today is based on real relationship psychology and human anatomy, not just internet rumors. Let's break down the biggest barrier to intimacy, the destination mindset. Most men view foreplay as a hurdle they have to jump over to get to the main event. This creates a sense of urgency that women can feel immediately. In the US, we are conditioned to want fast results, but female arousal doesn't work on high-speed internet time, it works on biological time. When you rush to the most sensitive areas, Zone 6 and Zone 7, without prepping the nervous system, it can actually feel overwhelming or even irritating to her. It's like trying to start a car in 4th gear. You're going to stall. The cruel truth is that by trying to get there faster, you are actually making it impossible for her to reach the peak you both want. We need to shift from a goal-oriented approach to a sensation-oriented approach. So, what are we missing? Let's look at the first few zones of our erogenous zones map. Zone 1 is the scalp. Imagine this. You're at the barber or salon and someone washes your hair. That shiver you feel, that is a massive... The scalp is one of the most nerve-dense areas on the body. Gentle scratching or pulling at the nape of the neck activates the parasympathetic nervous system, telling her body it's safe to let go. Zone 2 is the neck. The neck is biologically vulnerable. Allowing you close to it requires subconscious trust. Listen for her breath here. If it catches, you are hitting the right psychological trigger. Zone 3 is the ears. This is polarizing but powerful. The combination of warm breath and whispered words creates a sensory loop that bypasses logic and goes straight to arousal. Zone 4 is the lower back. This is the center of gravity. Supporting her here makes her feel grounded and feminine. It connects the upper and lower body sensations. Zone 5 is the inner thighs. This is the gateway. The skin here is incredibly thin and sensitive to temperature and light touch. Before we get to the specific routine, there is one area where even the best-intentioned men fail, and that's oral intimacy. I've put together a free guide called The 10 Oral Intimacy Mistakes Most Men Make. It covers the pacing and pressure errors that kill the mood instantly. If you want to master the full experience, grab that link in the description below after this video. Now, let's put this into a concrete routine. This is your step-by-step foreplay guide to try tonight. Forget about the clock, but aim for a 30 to 40-minute experience. Phase 1, the descent, minutes 0 to 10. Start in a comfortable setting, maybe the living room. Step 1, start with Zone 1, scalp. Spend 5 minutes here. Use your fingertips in slow, small circles. This is about relaxation. Step 2, transition to Zone 2, neck. While your hand is in her hair, lean in and place soft kisses on the side of her neck. Step 3, engage Zone 3, ears. Whisper something genuine like, "I've wanted to be close to you all day." This engages her mind. Phase 2, the connection, minutes 10 to 20. Move to the bedroom or a more intimate spot. Step 4, Zone 4, lower back. Place your hand firmly on the small of her back. The warmth here signals safety. Use your other hand to trace her spine. Step 5, inner thighs. This is the gateway. Use your hands to stroke from her knee halfway up her thigh, and then stop. Do not go all the way up yet. Tease the zone. Do this for at least 5 minutes. The anticipation here is what builds the chemical dopamine rush in her brain. Phase 3, the peak. Now and only now do we introduce the obvious zones. Step 6, Zone 6, breasts. Start with the surrounding skin, not the nipple directly. Build in. Because you spent 20 minutes on the other zones, her blood flow is maximized. You don't need intense pressure. The secret combo. This is the game changer. While focusing on Zone 7, keep one hand on Zone 4, lower back, or Zone 1, scalp. Stimulating 2 zones at once overloads the brain with pleasure signals. Maintain your rhythm. If she is responding, do not change speed. Ride that wave with her. Here is the bottom line. Female arousal is a full-body sport. You have to stop thinking of these zones as a checklist to rush through and start seeing them as ingredients in a recipe. You can keep doing the fast food version of intimacy, or you can start cooking a gourmet meal. The difference isn't just in what she feels, it's in how she looks at you afterwards. I want you to try this sequence. It doesn't require new equipment, just patience and intention. Question for you. Which of these 7 zones have you been neglecting the most? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to see if the scalp or the lower back